You want to add to the conversation? Yeah.
Okay, I think we are back on.
Are we?
Yeah, so we'll just have to wait to get people in here. I my gosh, I am so sorry, guys. This is definitely
Don't
user error on
apologize.
my part. First, my internet crashes, then my computer crashes. So, but yes, we are back. I apologize. I apologize. I
No
apologize.
worries.
Okay, so what
Hold
were we
on.
talking about?
Hang on, I was about to choke on a piece of caramel.
Yeah, don't do that, please, because I'm
I,
too far away to actually give you the Heimlich maneuver. Can you give yourself the
I've been
Heimlich
addicted.
maneuver?
Yeah, you can. Well, you can do it that way, or you can bend over a chair,
Yeah.
like okay, you have a chair and you have the back. You get up, go to the back of the chair and bend over it.
Okay. Okay. I wonder if anybody. I wonder if anybody that's actually done that to themselves have broken like
I know.
any ribs.
Uh, Probably, or just
I couldn't even
choking
imagine.
to
Look,
me.
I heard that like breaking ribs is like very painful, but there's like nothing that they can do. Right? Like I
Yeah,
mean,
they.
what do you do for a broken rib? You just let it heal on its own, I assume, right?
Well, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they do for a super bad break, but like for okay, for babies, for instance, if they've had to have chest compressions, well, their bones are so soft anyway. But even if they had a fracture or something, they probably would just tape the baby's chest and it would heal. But babies heal so quickly
Mhm.
too. You know,
Mhm.
they're a lot tougher than you think or than you give them credit. You see this tiny little thing, right?
Mhm.
But they're the biggest fighters. I just love it.
Yeah.
Ah, little babies.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm over it.
Did you watch Celine Driver's Mother's Day tribute?
I haven't finished watching it yet. I fell
Yeah.
asleep last night. I've been sleeping better at night, girl.
That's good. Are you
Yes,
getting
like
back into like a regular routine now?
I feel like it finally.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so amazing. It's like, wow, this is what it's like to feel like a human.
Right? Yeah, so I got a very amazing gift from my kids for Mother's Day. Well
Oh.
they got me like this little picture frame thing that I think I'm gonna hang over my computer. Um uh
Mhm.
and it's got like five little spots where you can put like pictures in it. Unfortunately, they didn't have enough time to actually. Their plan was they were going to print out a bunch of pictures and put them into this picture frame, so that way, like I said, I could just hang it up over my computer. But unfortunately, they ran out
Mhm.
of time. They weren't able to do that. But the second thing that they got me was they actually got me like a noodle bowl which came with like an actual soup spoon and like chopsticks. So because they're always tired of me, like whenever I make like ramen or something like that, I end up like
Uh-huh.
making it, but then just eating it straight out of the pot. So they were
Oh, that's
tired. Yeah,
cool.
so they were tired of me eating noodles straight out of the pot from off the stove. So they're like, "Yeah, we got you this noodle bowl," and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is amazing. I love it." So
That's sweet.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
So very
it's
thoughtful of
things
them.
like that, like, to me, that's, like, a great gift because it's like, that's thoughtful, like you said, so you don't have to eat it out of the pot
Right,
and things
right,
like that.
right, right.
You know?
Well, I mean, if you guys know me, like, I mean, I think Lou knows me to this point too. I'm a very klutzy person. So I have experienced in the past. It's been a long time though. I was actually making, and this is when I was living with my ex in laws before I actually got married. I think it was like a week before my wedding actually. So it was just like a quick dinner because I had worked all day, and my oldest son was just a baby. I think he wasn't even two yet. But yeah, we were living with my in laws. And it was like a week before I was supposed to be getting married, and like I'd made one of those, like those cup of noodles, like you see those cup of
Uh-huh.
noodle, like you've seen them. I mean, like a lot of people in jail like get those. So, but I had made like just like a quick little dinner for myself because, like I said, I'd been working all day. So I made one of those little cup of noodle things for for just like a little quick dinner for myself. And as I was bringing it back to the table to sit down and eat, like I actually spilt it all over my lap. Yeah, so I got like
Oh.
I think I got like second degree burns on like the top of
Oh
my
my
thighs. Yeah.
god.
I got like second degree burns on the top of my thighs. I ended up having to go to the emergency room. And like I said, it was like a week before my wedding.
Oh my, second degree is bad,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. So like you can still see like a little bit of a scar on my left like on my left like upper thigh. Um, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. So
Oh, damn. Ouch.
yeah. So that was fun. but but yes, I'm very accident prone, very klutzy. Like I trip over ghost holes. I think I've told you about this before. Like I trip over ghost holes. I mean there have
What's a
been
ghost hole?
a hole that's not there, and like you just trip over it.
But is it like when you for some reason lift your leg higher and step down for some reason and it's weird? Because
Right,
I think I've done that.
or
Is that what
like
you're talking about?
a ghost hole. Like I refer to them as ghost holes because like I don't know, like I don't know if it's because I trip over my own feet or something like that, but it's literally like you stepped into a hole and then just fell. You know what I'm saying? That's why I refer to them as ghost holes. But I'm sure it's probably just me tripping over my own feet. That's how it is. And like me and stairs, yeah, me and stairs don't quite mix well. Although it has been a while since I've fallen downstairs, so I guess that's a good sign. I probably just jinx myself now, though, too. Thank God there's elevators in the hotel that we're staying at. Elevators and escalators.
How many is it really a big, like a tall? How many floors?
um, I mean, I think one of the towers, like the top floor is like maybe like 21. So 20. I mean, the
Okay,
towers.
so
I mean,
they're nice and big
yeah,
then.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
big. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Like,
So,
I'm trying to picture it, you know?
and you do know too. I don't know if you've ever stayed at a hotel in a casino or something like that. They don't have like a 13th floor.
Oh,
So
really?
like
They
when
would
yeah,
never
so
do
like when
that?
you go into the elevator, like there's not a number 13.
Now, but what if for some reason you have some kinda gambler, like, who's like a professional gambler, and for some reason 13 is their lucky number? There's
Well,
not a casino he could go to that where he stay
that's
on
a
the
great
13th
question.
floor?
I mean, I haven't been to a lot of casinos, but I just know that this one that we go to, I mean, I want to say for those of you that have been to other casinos, I want to say it's a thing. Like no casino has like a
A lot of
13th floor.
hotels do that too, though. I've heard of because like, hotels that I've been in, it goes from, like, 12 to 14 or something like that.
Right, right.
Yeah, like, they
Hmm.
just because of people that get superstitious. But sometimes people can be it's like that like my cousin, I have a cousin who's she says 13 is her lucky number, her favorite number. I don't but she's nothing like, gothy or anything. She's preppy and I don't know why she likes that number.
Well, here's the
So,
thing. Like when I play roulette, like that's one of my numbers that I play. 13 is one of my numbers to play.
see? I mean,
Yeah. So I have like a set of
maybe.
numbers that I always play when I play roulette.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you figure eventually you'll hit it, right?
Right, and that's the thing. Like Lou refers to it as the kitty table because it's like the maximum bet is like $15, so you can buy in for like $100, and I mean if you're doing well, you can play off that $100 for for a while, so the
Mhm.
payout is I think it's like 35 to 1. So At the $15 minimum table, like you can basically bet a dollar a number. Does that make sense? So
Uh-huh.
I generally pick 15 numbers and put a dollar on each of those numbers. So I have like a set of numbers that I play on a regular basis.
Uh-huh. And you do good that way.
I have now. Like this last time we went, I don't know if y'all have heard me talk about this, but I took a beating last time I went. A lot
Oh,
of it
yeah, you
though,
told
yeah,
me.
I took a beating last time I went, so I'm hoping I have a little bit more luck this time. But a lot of that beating was from that damn bubble craps machine that I played, that I play, that I love to play. Um, so yeah, so I have a vendetta with that bubble crap machine. So that bubble crap machine owes me money. So yeah, so
Didn't he say he
I'm
liked
gonna
it?
I'm gonna get my money back from that bubble crap machine. Well, that's the thing. Like I'd never understood how to play it. I don't think Lou like really understood either, cuz the very first time that I ever played roulette, I was just betting on black or red. And I
Yeah.
think I was putting down I think I was doing like $25. So I was only betting black or red because I didn't really know how it worked. So when Pete actually ended up going with Lou that one time, I think Pete was the one that showed him how to play, just like the basic way to play, or how Pete plays. So the next time Lou and I went together, he explained it to me, and yeah, like I'm hooked now. I'm hooked on roulette.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm hooked on it. It's so fun. And I mean, they have like the digital ones too that you can play. So basically it's like a slot machine, but it's like digital roulette, but there's an actual like marble spinner. So it's not the the there's a person that
So it's
actually
not
spins
like
the
a computer. Okay.
right. There's an actual
Yeah.
person spinning the marble. But everything is done like on a computer. Like when you bet and stuff like that, you're betting on the computer. So I mean, Lou doesn't trust those digital games basically. So we you know if the tables aren't like $15 minimum, which usually during the week they are, that's usually what we play. We end up playing those digital machines with the actual person rolling the marble.
See, I've never played that. Like the one time I went to that casino in Baton Rouge, like I said, I only played blackjack and did some slot machines.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never done roulette, craps, none of that. You know, and when y'all talk about, and when just anybody talks about bets and 3 to 1 or 35 to 1, 20 to 1, I don't even know what that language means.
Me
Like I have
neither.
so much to learn. I have
Yeah.
so much to learn.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, I don't. Whenever I buy into anything, I usually just buy in for $100. That's how. So it doesn't make sense if you're going to play like a table game and the maximum or like the maximum bet or the minimum. I'm sorry, the minimum bet is like $25 because that to me just it's not worth it because that $25 would depending on what table game I'm playing would just be gone within seconds. So
Yeah.
I kind of like to stick to, as Lou refers to them, the kitty tables, because I feel like I can get a lot more bang for my buck, if that makes any
Me
sense.
too.
Yeah.
That's what I did when
Mhm.
I went to that casino, it was like $5, per thing or
Mhm.
something like that, right?
Mhm.
That's how I walked out with 3 times the money because I did a little at a time and I tried to gain, and if I started losing, right, I kind of maybe that's when I went to a slot machine or something, and then I go back down over there, and okay, I won a little bit. Just okay, I won a little bit. I would never put all my chips in for anything. I want to walk out with at least something. Now, I did that night. I would want to go in with saying, okay, I'm only going to spend $100. That's it. If I lose it, I'm done. I go to
Right.
bed. You
Right.
know.
Mhm.
And I told myself that night that that's how I would do, but I didn't have to do that, thank God. And it was, but when I was walking out of there with 3 times the money that I went in with, it was kind of a nice feeling, and I could see how people could get addicted. Now, just had moved to Texas. I was actually living in Texas to start my nursing career. I had went to Baton Rouge for a visit,
Mm-hmm.
and I was with a friend going to this casino, and that's I'm like, "I'm glad there's no casinos in Texas." That's what I was saying when I was walking back to the car. Because if I still lived here, I mean, that's tempting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just even that little bit, "Oh, here's some money I didn't have and I had a good time."
Right.
But
Okay.
that
Well,
doesn't
I
always
apologize, Uncle Lou. Now he says when he refers to the kitty tables, he's saying the kitty tables are $15 blackjack tables, not roulette. Okay, I apologize. So yeah, so
Oh,
he
okay.
refers to the $15 blackjack tables as kitty tables, which even
Well,
still, I tried to play the $15 minimum blackjack table, and I don't do well with blackjack. It's funny because like the first time he ever took me to Cherokee and Harris, and we played, we went to the casino. Like that's really the only thing that I kind of understood how to play was blackjack. So we played, and I mean, I think I did fairly well, like in the beginning when we were playing blackjack. I mean, granted, we were only playing at the kitty tables, but it was my first time, like but I know since then it's like I don't do well at the blackjack table. Now, I mean, I'm not opposed to like playing blackjack, especially since there's going to be a group of us, and like if there's going to be 6 of us, we can all 6 sit at a table together. I mean, it'll be fun. The 6. Oh my gosh, fun and very yeah. It'll be
oh, that'll be I'm so jealous right now.
yeah.
I'm
And
so jealous right
I
now.
don't
And
think
then
that
Dave
Mrs. Pete has ever
Matthews.
yeah, I don't think Mrs. Pete has ever played blackjack, so she wants to, try her hand at that. Um but I think for the most part her and I are going to be probably either doing like slot machines or now we do have I'm sure you guys have heard Lou talk about this, but we do have like a massage set up, and
Yes,
she
I'm
also
jealous of that
yeah,
too.
she has also booked us a facial. So not only are we
Oh.
we're doing a massage on Wednesday, and then we're doing a facial on Tuesday, which I'm excited for because that means that's less time in me spending and spending in the casino. Yeah, that'll be
I
less time
mean,
for me.
I wouldn't mind going to Cherokee with, a special someone and not even really gambling, just going to the spa and getting a couples massage, maybe going to see the sights around, and then having fun in the bedroom for the rest of the time. Like, and then, I
Okay,
mean,
and just for the
I,
record, this is not a couples massage, okay? I
no,
don't
no,
even.
no, no, no. I know that.
Well, no, I know what you're
No, 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 no. I
saying,
know that.
but no, Uncle
I
Lou
want a whole spa day.
right,
I
Uncle
want a
Lou is
whole spa day.
loving the fact that he is able to refer to it as a couples massage. It is not a couple. I don't even know if her and I are going to be in the same room together. Honestly,
What was this thing? Somebody said thruple. There's
That's
such
me.
thing
I
as a
said
thruple.
thruple. Yeah, a thruple.
Okay,
That is the
so if
thing.
I was gonna be there, it would be a
It would
thruple.
be a thruple. Yes, it would be a thruple.
A thruple, come to our thruple and watch us get so supple with the skin cream. Yeah, so we're a thruple. I had to
Yeah,
do that for Uncle Luke because I know he loves it.
yeah, yeah.
And I started singing like that. Remember the other day when I said, "Why do I do that with Vandy?" Vandy, when I go crazy over his name and sing it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Why do I do that?" And he's like, "I don't know." And Lou said that.
Yeah.
It was so funny. He's like, "I don't know."
Hey guys, make sure you're hitting the thumbs up, please. We got 35 in here right now. Only 10 likes. So just please make
Woo!
sure. I know this is the second
Yeah,
go
tell
at
people.
this stream, but I'd appreciate if you guys hit the thumbs up. Also, if you guys are inclined to do so, my Cash App and PayPal links are in the description of this video. If you if you feel the need to,
Yeah, y'all
maybe
give her
donate
some
maybe
she needs
donate some
gambling
gambling
money.
money for me, that would be greatly appreciated. Of course, as Helene Driver would say, say never expected, but always appreciated. But yeah,
Y'all do it.
Hey,
Look how
look.
hard she's working. I'm gonna tell them to do it. You know why? Let me tell you, okay, because since this is not for me, I could say this. She works her ass off, okay?
Oh,
I'm just gonna say
stop
this, and
it.
I'm being serious now. No, 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 listen, I wanna tell you something. You really are a bad bitch, okay? You work 2 jobs, you take care of 3 kids. The hardest thing you do is deal with Uncle Lou, and you do your own show and this one sometimes, and you help me with mine. You
Yeah.
are Wonder Woman,
Oh, stop. Stop. Look,
and I'm
I
being
mean,
dead serious right now.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I just, it's funny because like the working two jobs thing is it's just something that I've done for so many years that I'm just so used to it. I mean, granted, as I get older, like I would love to like give something up, but y-
Yes, I want you and me to be able to do this too. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
'Cause I love this, and you know why? Because we both grew up doing theater. We're
mhm,
both entertainers. This is why I knew when I did Boss Babes or when it was all football and chick chat at first, but I knew that I wanted you as a host for sure.
mhm,
I said, "She's got what it takes." I knew you had, the background as far as performance and stuff. So, I mean, like, when you look at us, we don't ever have dead air. You know,
right,
it's always something fresh, it's always something new, and we go off the rails, and that's what everybody loves about these shows,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
'Cause
Look, and I did not.
happy Mother's Day and happy Woman's Day because you
That
kick ass.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I mean, it's just eh, it's like things like that you don't even think about, you don't even think twice about, I mean, like I said, with the second job thing, that's just something that I've done for so many years that it's like second nature to me, and of course, I mean, the taking care of kids, I mean, you I birthed them, so I guess I do have to take care of them. So
Well, it's like that's the thing, I'm sure if I woulda the problem is when I look back on my life and how it's been like, let's say they would've done for me what this last whatever nurse practitioner did for me. My life, I think, would have been so much different
mhm,
because I have this energy now. I have this motivation. I have ideas that run through my head all the time. I'm working on things. I'm working on my inventory. I'm getting better. And, I'm looking forward to this YouTube thing. I love what we do on Wednesdays. I love my TK Live too.
mhm,
But the thing I like about the Wednesday show is we can get people with the most opposite views, with the most strongest views that normally you can't say, right? Or you'll get quote unquote canceled. Well, nobody's sponsoring me, you know?
right.
And as long as you don't go overboard, of course, no racial slurs, the basics, the basic part of, some people have outlandish ideas,
Well, and
but when
that's
you
the
can all sit there
and be
and
civil,
talk
and
about them
yeah.
and still, yeah, and still be
Well,
friends.
that's the thing
Even
too, that
sometimes when it gets a little uncivil.
right,
It
and
was
that's
I
the
felt like I was with a family, you
yeah,
know?
and I was just about to say that. I think that's the thing too.
Yeah.
Is like, I mean, you have to surround your people. You have to surround yourself with people that are going to be able to handle things like that. And that's the thing too. That's part of being an adult. I mean, you should be able to have a conversation, even if it's even if it's like very you know. There's a word.
Political,
Yeah,
personal, anything.
personal,
Or
political, whatever,
emotional.
emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you have to
emotional.
be able to kind of see the other person's side of it too. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
look, I don't have a dog in any of these fights anyway, because those are like things that I don't like to talk about, and I don't talk about, like religion, politics, things like that. So I don't like to be a part of something like that when I don't have any, I don't have a dog in that fight. I mean, now if there's a topic like, on your show this past Wednesday, as
Where you
far,
yeah.
I mean, that I am passionate about. I mean, yeah, I'll give my opinion on it, but I mean, as far as talking politics or religion, I normally I just shake my head, like, because as a hairstylist, I mean, you have people that come in there and like
You
try,
have to hear it all
yeah,
day.
try and talk about that kind of stuff. But I agree to disagree. Basically, like I'm just basically nod my head, smile or whatever. Now if the person says something that I definitely do not agree with, or like I'll voice my opinion in that sense. But for the most part, I usually just keep to myself. I mean, I don't even. It's to the point. Like, I don't even deal with politics as far as that. Like, I don't even vote. Not even
Yeah, I
locally
know.
in Augusta, like in Georgia. I mean, I don't vote. I just don't vote.
Um, mm, sorry,
Slim
I was
says
taking a sip.
Slim says BA would be able to quit both jobs if she would take her Feet Finder account more seriously.
You know what? I
Oh
can't believe people make
man.
money doing that.
It's crazy, right? It's
Yeah,
absolutely crazy. It's
I can't
absolutely
believe it.
crazy. Look, I mean, I still have a little bit of dignity left. I think
You know, right?
so. So I'm not as desperate, I think, to make money off Fee Finder as I yes right as of right now. So maybe get back to me in about a year or two, and my story may change as far as
The
that's
only
concerned.
thing I would have to show is my feet, pedicured
Yes,
feet.
I don't even know if they have to be pedicured. I mean, there might be some people out there that like nasty, unclipped toenails. I
That's
don't know.
so
People are
disgusting.
weird. They're weird, like a feet.
Fungus toes.
Right. I mean, feet. Yeah, like feet have never been like my thing. Like I mean, you have to have
Me
nice look.
either.
I mean, you look. You have to have
Yeah.
nice looking feet. But it's not like a deal breaker for me in a sense. But yeah. But people are weird about that, and I think it's become more of a thing now. Like as social media is, like picked up, and yeah, with this whole feet finder thing too. I think it's more of an issue now than it ever was. When we were like teenagers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mm. Sorry, I'm eating a piece of Laffy. Yeah, I have been addicted to candy lately. I don't know what's going on. Mm, mm. Laffy Taffy is so good.
I do love some good Laffy Taffy,
Mm,
and like that saltwater taffy, like you can get at the beach and stuff like that. I like that
mm.
too. I
And
like that too.
Gatlinburg.
Yep, and yep, Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. So, yeah.
What is a dog's favorite instrument?
I don't know.
A trombone.
That is one of my favorite things about Laffy Taffy is those little jokes right there.
You know what? The jokes are dumb, but they're more like riddles if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I try to figure it out and I can never do it. And then I look at it and it's a silly answer for a joke, but it's like a riddle. Like, here's the other one. What's a nocturnal horse? Let's think about this. What's a nocturnal horse? Now, the first thing I might have said is a dark horse or something like I don't
Right.
know,
Right.
but that's not the answer.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
think?
that's a tough one. I don't know. What's the answer?
A a nightmare.
Oh, RB Spotted answered it first. Yeah, a
He did?
nightmare. Wow. Yeah, he
Oh
said.
my
Yeah, he
gosh.
answered it right, but
See?
he typed it in the chat right before you said it. So
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
I'm not any good at that kind of
See,
shit
they're like
though.
riddles more like
Yeah, I'm not any good at
because,
that kind of shit.
I love
A
riddles.
nightmare,
But
huh? That's a knee slapper.
yeah, like right, it's like a stupid joke, but yet
Yeah,
it makes sense.
it's like
Okay,
it's
a
like a dad
nightmare.
joke. That's what
Yeah, it's a dad joke.
I refer to those as the dad jokes. The dad jokes on the Laffy Taffy are the best.
Uh-huh. And the Laffy Taffy's so good.
Texas
This one's a
rocks.
little bit too hard because because I got it at the dollar store.
Hey, hey, look. You gotta do what you
I
gotta
love the
do,
dollar
girl. Yeah,
store
you
now.
gotta. I love the dollar store. Look, I take my kids there to get candy and stuff like that, candy and snacks before a movie. all the
Oh my
time.
god. You
Yeah.
can find bags of candy a dollar a
Like the
piece.
full bags of like the Haribo gummy bears, those are my favorite. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like you can get those
Oh,
at the dollar store.
Sour Patch Kids.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of bags of Sour Patch
Yep.
Kids for my
My
friend out
favorite
there who likes Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, my favorite movie theater candy is Milk Duds and Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers and Milk Duds.
I don't like Twizzlers. I love Milk
Oh my
Duds.
gosh, aren't they like heaven? Milk Duds,
Mm,
little
it's like
little chocolate,
malted,
yeah, little chocolate covered caramel. Yeah, yeah. I
well,
love Milk
like a
Duds.
kind of like a.
Yeah, love me some Milk Duds.
Okay, sorry guys, this is my last piece.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Oh
I
my
get
goodness.
addicted to them.
Welcome, Scott Kerr.
Scott Kerr.
Man, it was so nice finally getting to meet him at Slobs.
Mm, I love him.
Yeah. So nice to finally meet
I
him.
love him. Mm,
Red and Black Dog says y'all are making my diabetes go haywire talking about all this candy.
sorry, I don't know what's happening to me.
Yeah. All right, so I was gonna plan on keeping the show at like an hour and a half, just because I've got a lot of shit that I have to do today before I leave. So for those of you that don't know, the reason that I'm actually not headed on the road to go to Cherokee right now is because my daughter actually has a chorus concert tonight, and it's her last one of the year. So I definitely have to be there for that. So and it's at 6 o'clock tonight. So I'm actually not gonna be headed up to Cherokee till about 7 o'clock this evening, and it takes about 4 hours to get there. So I won't be there till late tonight. Um, so that's the only reason that I'm number one hosting the morning shoe, and number two the reason why I'm not actually on the road either. So, but for the most part I've gotten my suitcase packed. My suitcase is packed. But I've still got some work that I have to catch up on before I leave to go out of town for a couple of days. So yeah, so I was planning on keeping the show at like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, just so I can get all that shit done. So I don't know if I told you this either. I'm chaperoning a field trip for my daughter on Friday as well too. So and that's the reason that I have to be back on Thursdays, because I'm chaperoning this field trip on Friday. So I
You
get
see
to
what I mean,
I
Superwoman?
stop. So they are going to Carowinds on Friday, which is like right in Charlotte, around Charlotte. So I get to ride. Not only do I get to chaperone about 10 girls, I get to ride a bus, a school bus, 2 hours to Carowinds, there and back. So they will
You
not
know
let
what amazes
they will
me?
not let me
Oh,
drive my own self there. I have to ride the bus with the kids.
one thing I've noticed in this community is that, like a lot of people live in Georgia, right? And then South Carolina, Tennessee, all that. But yet people still can meet a lot because they're really not that far from each other,
Right.
you know?
Especially for
And
those of us that live kind of in like the south, like the southern region, so like when
right.
you lived in Texas it was a lot harder for you, but now that you've relocated to Florida, I mean yeah, what did we find out? It's only 5 hours to get to here, from where you are to here to Augusta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Compared
the
to
thing
like
is
19 hours when you were living in
but
Texas.
but it's a possibility that I may move somewhere in Georgia, which would be even closer.
Yeah, which would be even closer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, so that's what I've got going on this week. So yeah, so I'll be
Georgia.
I'll be leaving tonight to go to Cherokee, coming back on Tuesday
Georgia.
afternoon, or not Tuesday, Thursday afternoon sometime, and then Friday I get to chaperone kids at an amusement park nonetheless. This should be fun. So y'all keep me in your thoughts, okay? Thoughts for Battle Angel as she goes on this field trip on Friday. Um,
I will do prayers.
yeah, thank you. I
That's
appreciate
right,
it.
Lou. I'm doing prayers and no thoughts.
All right, so I am going to drop the StreamYard link for anybody that would like to come in for the next 15 to 30 minutes.
Come on in
Come
and join
on
the
in,
show.
yeah.
Come on in and join the
And I
show.
will also, again, I will drop my PayPal and Cash App link in the description as well too. Again, I mean, if you're just so inclined to do so.
Help BA. Help BA wipe out that casino.
I'm telling you,
So
I'm
he can
coming
get
with
on that bubble craps
yeah, I'm
machine
coming with
and
a vengeance for that bubble craft machine. That damn thing owes me some money.
it does.
Texas Rock says, "Why do birds fly upside down over Oklahoma? Because there ain't nothing worth shitting on." Oh. Why do birds fly upside down over Oklahoma? Because there ain't nothing worth shitting on. That's a good one. That's a
What's
good
wrong with
one.
Oklahoma? I've never
Yeah.
been there,
I've
but
never been to Oklahoma either. And anytime I hear the word Oklahoma, I immediately like my mind goes into
to
to
tornadoes.
Oklahoma where the wind comes sweeping down the
See, breathing
plains
down the rain.
and the waving
Oh.
wheat.
Okay.
I can't either, Sir Ugga. It's gonna be so much fun. When are you planning on coming? Tuesday, I
Saragua.
assume. Saragua.
Saragua cha cha cha.
Yeah.
Saragua cha cha cha. That's my song for him.
I like it. I like it. Sassy.
It is sassy.
Very sassy. So
Y'all are
yeah,
gonna have
so the
fun.
confirmed people that we know that are coming, because I know a lot of people have been asking as well. Sarah Gua, who Sir Ugga in the comments, we like to call him Sarah Gua.
Yeah,
He says
Suraga, in
he'll be
case
there
you
by
didn't
lunch
know.
on Tuesday. And you're saying the night. You're saying the night. Tuesday night. I know Mayhem Matthew is supposed to be coming for a day. Of course, me, Lou, Mr. and Mrs. Pete, Huffer Billy Paul, and Robin are supposed to be coming. I think they're supposed to be coming Tuesday. They're coming Tuesday. Yeah, staying the night. Okay, you are staying the night. I I think that's it. Oh, I did want to ask you. Have you heard anything about BVD or?
No, in fact, yeah, no, I haven't heard anything. I mean, I'm assuming I, I don't know who else to ask because anybody I asked says they don't know. Like even Catfish wasn't. He said that he had tried to text him, but he didn't receive a response.
Yeah.
So I'm not even sure if how much he like. I don't even know what he knows.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, the
So
last thing that I heard was Vic had said something about he had called him on Friday and his daughter, BBD's daughter, picked up and said that he was doing fine. But him and I are friends on Facebook, and I've been seeing a lot of people post things saying that he had some complications with his
hmm
surgery and that he was in ICU.
right. Well, and what I heard was that well, yeah, he was on a ventilator and
Yes.
that his kidneys were failing.
Oh
Now, if they can't
man.
reverse that, if they can't like if dialysis doesn't work, that right there is going to tell you that he's not going to make it.
Oh
So,
man.
but this has happened before. Remember, he has had to have dialysis before and
Yes,
he
I do
made it through. Like
remember.
every time I thought that he was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the end, he comes back. It seems like stronger, especially after the leg. Once he got that prosthesis, he seemed to start really being proactive on getting back to, you know, and this was the longest he had been out of the hospital. But since it was just gallbladder and in and out surgery, I figured he'd be fine, so I wasn't even thinking about it, and then a few days later, somebody said it's when I heard, I guess it's the other day, yesterday, I don't remember, but, but I haven't heard anything more yet, so I don't know if he's getting better. I mean, for her to say he's doing fine, what does that mean? If she knows his kidneys are if she may not understand how sick her father is.
Right.
is what
Right.
I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know.
She just sees him laying there, sleeping on a ventilator and thinks he's fine.
Right. Right.
But if his kidneys will not start functioning, he's not gonna live.
Yeah. Well, let's just all keep BVD in our thoughts
Yeah.
and prayers too, because I mean he was
Yeah, if you
actually
pray,
very very
pray, if you thought,
excited.
thought.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
very very excited
I
about coming to Cherokee,
know.
and then he had this unfortunate event. Well, not I mean I don't want to say unfortunate, but he had this or I don't even know if it's an emergency, but this surgery come
Well,
up.
he was just they were just gonna take out his gallbladder.
Yeah,
So what
yeah. It was
happened
like
was,
he
it
was
was
saying it was
supposed
a
to be, yeah.
routine, yeah, like a routine surgery. But I mean, we all
So the
know,
complication, I have no idea what it is. It could be blood loss, it could be too much blood loss, I have no idea.
yeah,
Maybe something else.
yeah.
But, I just, I did think about that girl after I heard about that, and I was like, "Oh my
I
gosh."
know it. I mean,
The
I hope. I mean, he's definitely a strong dude, though. I mean, he's pulled through. He's pulled through. Near death experience before, so I have no doubt that he'll pull through this. But I mean, it's
I
just.
always tell everybody I think he's gonna outlive all of us.
I think he will too. I totally agree with you. I think he will too. Quick shout out
Ah,
to I'm not going to say your name, but initials DE for the PayPal. He says bet on black. Say no more, fam. Say less. Got it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So say no more. Got you, fam. Bet on black.
well, if you know what, if maybe if he comes off the ventilator or something obviously he won't be able to make the thing, but maybe he can like FaceTime someone and y'all can all
I
say hi or
know. I
something. That
know.
would be nice. At least he could feel like, okay, I couldn't go, but look, you know what I mean? But I
Oh,
don't know. I
thank you,
don't know what's
Slim.
gonna happen
Appreciate
to
it.
him.
Okay,
So
so that PayPal was from Slim. Appreciate that, Slim.
Slim.
Thank you. I will definitely bet on black. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I know he was very very excited about coming, and I think he had actually made plans to come too, but then like I said, this unfortunate or this routine surgery. He actually and it was scheduled for the 9th. So he had surgery on the 9th, and today's the 15th, I think. Yeah, so
Oh, really?
he's been in the hospital ever
Oh,
since.
damn.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Mhm.
So, wow, it's been 9 days?
Just about.
Almost?
Yeah, almost 9 days. So his
Oh my
surgery was on the
gosh.
9th, and then today's the 15th. So
Oh, wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 34. Okay, 6.
yeah, 6 days. So it's been almost a
Dang.
week. Yeah. So tomorrow I think will be a week. Um,
And I
or no, no,
just don't
no.
know because remember
The
Carter
18th
used
will
to
be
do
the
those
week.
updates,
Yeah.
and now he's no longer around, so I have no idea. Carter used to do the most updates when he was first in the hospital.
Mhm.
I remember he would do update videos or something, but now, I have no idea because nobody really knows. Or I guess maybe his closest friends know, but nobody's I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody tell me or something how he's doing. I just,
I
you
know if
know.
anybody knows anything, I mean, yeah, if you could give us like a little heads up or let us know how he's doing. So, later, Stingray, thank you so much. He says, "Later, ladies, got to go to work. Great show.
Thanks, Stingray.
Appreciate that. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up before you leave. Appreciate that. So,
Oh.
you saw your mom yesterday. And you hung
Oh,
out with
yeah, yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah. Well, a little bit. She's been real sad lately. My grandmother, she's 93. She
Mhm.
just turned 93. And, she can't do much, right? But she's one of those who she wants to be on her own, right? We had begged her to come to Texas. I told her, come here, but she likes to be in her house. Now, my mom has 2 sisters there, my 2 aunts that can take care of her too. One of them does more than the other one, but the one that does more for her just got diagnosed with cancer.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah, it's like a whole big thing now. Right now, my mom's really down. So I'm trying to just be there for her and try to lift her up, and
Mhm.
I feel so bad for her girl. I feel like, God, I just wanna help her,
Yeah.
because I mean, she was just crying. She's like, "I don't know what
Oh.
to do." I know, it's breaking my heart, so I think she needs to get into that condo is what I think. I
Yeah.
think she doesn't feel comfortable because even though it's her daughter, her daughter, it's like she doesn't feel comfortable unless she's in her own house,
Right.
you know? So I think she'll be a lot better once that happens,
Yeah, you're probably
you know?
right. You're probably right. You're probably right.
So just a lot of craziness. So
Yeah. Well, what about your sister? Did your sister have a good Mother's Day?
yeah, she did. She's had a decent one. They all were fine. Like my sister was doing much better than my mom. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, 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 yeah. So,
but and she has a husband. He loves to cook. Okay. This guy will get up and cook because he wants to cook eggs or whatever, and he brings her food. Like
hmm.
this is the kind,
Oh
but
my
like
gosh.
yeah, and they've been together for 21 years, and yeah, they've had fights, and but they're basically best friends. It's very, very awesome what they
That
have.
is great. Now that is the
I'm
one thing
very
that I
jealous
will.
of what she
Yeah,
has.
I was gonna say that is the one thing that I will say about Lou. I mean that he yeah, like he likes to cook too, for the most part. I mean, usually the weekends that I'm over there, like we decide to. I mean, like we plan out like a menu of sorts, like well, what are we gonna have on Friday night? What are we gonna have for dinner on Saturday night? I mean, in the beginning of our relationship, like we did go out and eat a lot, but as our relationship progressed, gosh, 2 years now, um, yeah, we kind of come homebodies now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like we would rather sit at home and like cook dinner and watch like Netflix or something like that. So it's weird. It's weird how
Oh,
it's weird
I
how
like
that
that
happens,
too.
isn't it? Like in the beginning of the relationship, it's like, oh yeah, you're like, let's go out, let's go have fun. But yeah, we've been together for 2 years, and it's like, yeah, I mean, we're literally like almost like an old married couple, and we're not even married.
Happy anniversary again.
Oh,
Happy
thanks,
anniversary again.
thanks. We all know
Isn't
that.
that wild? Oh, go ahead.
I
Go
was just gonna
ahead.
say we all know that we all know how Uncle Lou feels about anniversaries. So if you weren't listening to the Q&A on Saturday, what are you doing for the number one question? But yeah, we all know how he feels about anniversaries. So yeah,
He's just hiding his sensitivity
he's
and
just
his romanticism. He's very
yeah.
romantic inside, I have a feeling.
Mhm. Well, yeah, we'll
One day
see. I'll he's gonna surprise me.
one day he's gonna sweep you off your feet and say, "BA, will you be my bride?" And then you'll say, "Of course, honey." And then he says, "Let's go off to the castle now." And
And to
he's
the
gonna
castle.
walk you to the castle, and he's gonna walk you across the throne, and y'all are gonna live
Across
happily ever
the
after in the
throne. Good
Slim.
morning, Slim. How are you?
Now, see, I already see how this is going to go down. It's gonna. We're gonna do the Slav anniversary, Slav Olympics. We're gonna do it in Vegas, and he's gonna dress up as Elvis. She's gonna dress up as Priscilla, and they're gonna get married at Little White Chapel.
How awesome would that be? That would be so awesome.
Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. So, look, I'm not.
I'm just thinking how hilarious it would be.
That would be hilarious. That absolutely would be hilarious. Would it?
Definitely a good
Hey, look,
video
I'm not
too.
opposed to a Vegas wedding either. Hint, hint. Just so you know. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm not opposed to a Vegas
Now
wedding.
you got to do like the '50s style beehive honey hairdo.
Say no more.
And it'll be
Say no more,
purple,
and it'll be
bright
purple.
purple.
Yeah, bright purple. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
I'm
got to
gonna
get
put
and we got to get Lou in a sequin jumpsuit.
Oh,
and I'm gonna put an
look,
LSU
you wouldn't even
crown
have.
on
Yeah,
you.
look, you wouldn't even have to beg him to put a sequin jumpsuit on. Okay, yeah. Yeah. He's probably out there scouring the web right now for one sequin. He's googling sequin jumpsuit.
Yeah, it's gonna have a rhinestone UGAG on the back of it.
Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be amazing and fantastic. Just to see that, that would be amazing and fantastic.
That
I
is
don't know. Y'all
funny.
keep talking about food. Y'all making me hungry.
Right? I know. I think I had a couple of cookies for breakfast this morning.
I've
I
just
haven't
had
had breakfast.
candy.
I've had coffee.
Oh man.
Well, technically, I'm on a diet, so I haven't had breakfast.
What are
I've
you on a
had
diet for?
Well, I do. I have to, as far as my license goes, maintain it at least under a certain weight.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Otherwise, you won't pass a
wow.
DOT physical, and then really, it's just to save me the aggravation of having to go get a sleep study and that whole rigmarole that's involved with it. I just don't
Oh,
want to.
yeah. Yeah. I can understand
But I
that.
mean, I say diet. It mainly I mean, sure, I exercise. I've got a gym membership and all that, but the majority of it's just intermittent fasting. I'll eat during an 8-hour period of the day,
Mhm.
and then I won't eat for 16 hours.
See, that's yeah. So that's kind of what happened with me too. Like I don't know if it was just I mean, I'm sure stress had a lot to do with it too, but I mean, at one point in time, like right before I got divorced, girl, when I tell you that I was at my highest weight that I've ever been at in my entire life. Yeah. Like I went from wearing like a size like 0 to 2 to wearing like size 10. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So,
no, a size 10 is not that bad.
well,
If I
for someone who was wearing like a
Yeah.
size 0 to 2, yes, that's a
Well, yeah,
lot.
no. That's a major difference.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
So,
But when I hear size 10, I can think of maybe like because I'm 5'8".
mhm.
And what did you say the weight was?
I didn't say the weights, but
I mean, what did you say? Oh,
I
the size. Okay,
yeah.
You're never gonna get that out of her.
okay. Okay. So a size 10 on me, that would still be big. Like I would feel bigger for
Right,
sure,
right,
but
right.
I don't think it would look the same because you're a lot shorter than me.
Right. I'm only like 5'3".
Right.
So
So when I
so
think
I
of
mean, look,
five,
I don't mind saying, I don't mind saying. So yeah, like I was at so in the beginning I was like maybe like at a 120. And I mean, like, yeah, so like I said, when I said I went from like wearing a size a 0 to 2 to wearing a size 10, I think at my highest weight I was like 175. So
wow.
I put on like 50 pounds, girl. It was crazy, and I don't even know what. I mean, I think a lot of it had to do with all the medications I was taking. I don't
Uh
know,
huh.
but then yeah, then right when I got separated, I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure stress had a lot to do with it. But I changed the way that I ate too, and I mean, again, I don't recommend this. I don't recommend this way of dieting ever to anybody. But I mean, I literally was not. I would not eat breakfast or lunch, and like I was smoking like 2 to 3 packs of cigarettes a day. But yes, but now, like now that I'm in a good place or whatever, and I'm trying to maintain my weight, at like 120 or whatever. I do the same thing, Slim. Like I don't know, like I change my portions, I guess. So like I'll eat like something very small for like breakfast if I'm hungry, and like a very small portion for lunch, and then like for dinner time I won't wait so late in the evening, because usually before what I would do was like I would wait till my kids went to bed, and then like I would like basically binge eat at the end of the night and then go straight to bed.
Hmm.
But I'm finding now that I've kind of lowered my portions a little bit. Like I'm not as hungry, I guess, at the end of the night, close to the end of the night, as I would have been if I yeah like so. But yeah, I basically do I yeah. So I've changed my portions basically. So
Plus, I did the same thing. Plus, also, it fit in. I'm not big on taking medication if I can avoid it. And I had bad acid reflux. And I read if you don't eat 4 hours before bed, it helps quite a bit. So that's another reason it just kind of fit right in.
right.
Because I didn't used to have a problem maintaining my weight because I was working all the time. But when I, like 6 years ago, when I just started driving a truck all the time, um, I ballooned up to like 320.
Wow.
And I was just like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, even beforehand, I wasn't small. I mean, I was 230, 240, but I was working like a dog every day.
Yep.
Hmm.
And then I went to sit my ass behind the wheel every day.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough trying to maintain that when you're a truck driver, you know.
Oh yeah, because it's not like you have a whole lot of great options out there.
Mhm.
That's why I tend to bring mine with. Like, I ate at 6 o'clock last night, so here in about an hour and a half, I'll have a granola bar, and then a couple hours later, I'll have like I got some of those. I don't know. I can't remember what you call them. It's made by the same company that makes Lunchables, but it's just like cashews and turkey and
Oh
some
yeah,
goat cheese.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like that'll be my lunch.
Those protein packs.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah.
like
so
I got
good.
I got that. I got some yogurt. I'll pluck up some baby carrots, so I got a bag of them in there.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of times it's just like a protein shake for dinner. That's it.
Rack Dog says going to bed hungry is the secret. See, I don't know. I think that was bad for me though, because like I said, I mean, I would wait till basically my kids went to bed. My kids go to bed like at 10 p.m. So I would wait till they went to bed, and like I would basically cook myself like a meal, and like I would scarf it down and then go straight to bed. You know,
Well,
I don't think that's
it's
good for
not good
you.
for you, but something else that helps too. Nicotine curbs hunger.
See, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean I know this sounds very like vain and shit like that, but that's one of the
I've
reasons
said it
why
too.
yeah, that's one of the
Hmm.
reasons why that I am very kind of like on the fence about quitting smoking, because I don't want to put back on all that weight, you know. So I know I
Don't
just
feel bad. I've said it too. I've said it too, girl.
yeah.
Because that's all you hear sometimes. It's like, oh, as soon as you do that, you gain weight. But I don't, I think it's because you're wanting to do something with your hands, right? So you just, I
Mhm.
guess they eat instead. I don't know really what I guess to keep their hands, because a lot of it isn't, it's not just about inhaling the smoke and all that and the nicotine. It's about the whole part. The hand to mouth, the relaxation, the routine of it. It's
Right.
all
Oh, you're
part of
right.
it.
Me and Pete were talking about this on the midday show last week. I mean, people
Mhm.
take it as a joke when I say it's not good for my prison record for me to quit smoking. I can't tell you how many situations I've walked away from and smoked a cigarette and kept me from doing something I don't need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just something, it's like, and look at, you see here too, these people. Now, I know that, yes, okay, if I quit smoking, I'll lessen my chance of lung cancer. But then you hear about people who've never smoked that die of lung cancer. And then you have who was it? Milton Berle? Is he still alive? I don't even know. Those guys that smoke cigars and drink booze their entire life till they were like 101, and then they die in their sleep. It's just, I think everybody's just different
I
and how
think
their
so
body
too. I
takes
think so too.
things.
Well, hell, there was a I read an article. I don't know if it was on Facebook or something like that, but there was a woman that was like celebrating her 100th and like 7th birthday or something like that. And somebody asked her, they're like, "Well, what's your secret?" And she was like, she was like, "Hell, I don't know." She's like, "I guess if drinking a Dr Peppers, you know, all my life, you know." She was like,
Yeah.
I guess that's what's keeping me alive." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy." I yeah, but I
I
agree.
had I had something show up on my YouTube timeline. I don't. It was one of the news companies. I don't know who it was. They were doing a story on it was the 109th birthday of a World War II vet,
Mm.
Wow.
and that man smoked cigars and drink whiskey every day.
Crazy,
It,
right? It's so crazy. Yep.
it's just that's what I'm saying. Like it's like because of everybody's makeup and how their body reacts to things. Some people can just handle it better than others. You know.
I know it's
Well,
weird. It's speaking of those that you hear about people that don't haven't smoked a cigarette or whatever or tobacco in their day in their life. I had a client the last week that was telling me about how their I don't know if it was their brother-in-law or whatever like died of like lung cancer and never smoked a day in their life. So yeah, so I mean it
yeah. Well,
happens.
that was like Leonard Nimoy got some lung. I think it was some kind of lung disease. I don't remember what it was from smoking, but he had quit smoking 40 years beforehand.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
weird? That's
weird.
so weird.
That is weird. Well, and when you remember Christopher Reeves, his wife was in I think her 40s and she died of lung cancer and never smoked in her life. She was
See?
young too, in her 40s. That's a tragic situation.
It is a
First
tragic
Chris Reeves and
situation.
then her from this lung cancer, and like the kid, I don't know how many kids they had, but they're left alone, you know?
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah. I mean, look,
I
do
think
do I do I want it? Do I want to think about the possibility of me dying from like lung cancer or something like that? Of course not, but I also don't want to kill somebody else and end up in jail, So
I just
I
don't want to
think
get
there's something
banned.
to be said, and I think there's something to be said, and enough people don't look at the stress relief you can get from it. And people, I think, underestimate it. Stress will kill you.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah. It
I
almost killed me.
I believe that. Yes, you're absolutely right. I believe that. I definitely
So
believe that.
I think there's something to be said for the stress relief element from it
Yeah.
that can just kind of chill you out, calm you down, and add a couple more years to your life.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, I agree. I totally agree. Where are you headed, Slim?
Hell, if I don't change my ways.
Well, yeah.
No,
I think well, I'll meet you there.
right? No, I got to go to Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Head up there,
You know
head
what?
up north of Pittsburgh, pick up loads south of Pittsburgh, come back. I'll be back on there.
Wow. Okay.
I kind of feel like being a truck driver because I like it when Slim comes on. You hear the trucking and
Yeah.
he's giving his opinions. It's like part of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and remember, Catfish used to do volunteer roadshow. He did it out of his truck.
Oh yeah.
So you can travel, and while you're
Yeah.
traveling, you can do your shows.
Slim says he
I'm
ain't
gonna
got
go to
time
It's
for
not as
that.
glamorous.
Yeah. Slim said he ain't got time for
I mean,
that.
it's not like you really have, you really don't have time to stop and look at anything. It's not as glamorous as you think.
No, I know, I know. That's the
I
thing,
mean,
You're
like
always in a hurry.
that's not always the case though, right? I mean, there have been some places that would you say that there's been some beautiful scenery?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, as nice as it can get from the interstate. I mean,
Right.
we
Well,
go a lot
yeah.
of the same places. So, like for example, we go to Alexandria, Louisiana a lot. Well, I know a few different ways I could go just to give me something different to look at.
Mhm.
Because I mean, you've seen one interstate, you've seen them all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And and Lou and I are always talking about this too. It's like, so the way that we drive to Cherokee, it's like it takes us through like back roads and shit like that, which in some cases is fine, but I definitely prefer highway, like all highway. It just seems to go by a lot quicker when you're just driving on the highway. I don't know. It's weird. Is that weird that I feel that way?
Well, I mean, you can definitely. Most of the time, it is quick. I mean, unless you just got to let go of it,
Yeah.
But I mean, those kind of options are limited for me because I can't. drive all those back roads. Some of them I
Right.
can, some of them I can't. I
Yeah.
mean, I know a guy that got a $1,500 ticket for going over a bridge that wasn't rated for how much he weighed.
Oh wow. Oh.
They don't
Yeah.
play with us. Our
Yeah.
tickets are expensive.
I bet. I can only
That's
imagine.
that would be nerve-wracking.
That I right? I mean, like I'm
I
pretty.
mean,
Yeah, I. So it's I don't know if you guys get this sensation either, but like when you're like actually stopped on a bridge, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but like I feel sometimes that if it's really windy outside, like I actually
yes.
feel. Do you feel that way
Yes.
too? Like you actually
Yes,
feel
and I
the bridge
hate
kind
it.
of, and it's like a solid concrete bridge. So it's like, is there any? Can it really sway like that when it's windy outside?
Yes,
But
they all do.
oh my
It's
gosh,
Like
so
it, like
wild.
like TK should know this. The bridge going over the Mississippi River in Baton Rouge, it's
Uh-huh.
always backed up, and yes, you can feel that bridge bouncing.
oh my
Ugh.
gosh, yeah. Talk about
I
nerve
used to
wracking.
hate going over that bridge. I used to
Oh.
hate it. I
I
hate
hate going through Baton Rouge. Period.
I don't blame you
I,
actually.
it,
I don't even
it's
like
just
driving
it's
there.
always backed up. It's never not like the only time you go through there and it's not backed up. I've gone through there twice and it wasn't, and both times were at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh
Oh,
my
really?
gosh. And it was still backed up at 2 or 3 in the
Wow.
morning?
No, it was about the only times
Those
I
were the
went through and it
only
Oh,
wasn't.
that's
times.
when it went through that they weren't backed up. Wow.
Like from
Yeah.
7 in the morning, 6 or 7 in the morning till about 7 at night. When that little stretch, especially when you're headed east towards New Orleans. Yeah, that bridge right there in the back is back.
Yeah. 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 Remind me again. Oh yes. You're on Team Fools, aren't you, Slim?
I am.
Yes.
Yay.
Team Fools.
Team
First
Fools
overall
rules.
draft pick. Thank you very much.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. We're going to have so much fun.
Team Fools rules.
That's right. That's right. TK is officially on Team Fools, even though she's only going to be the nurse, but she's officially
Yeah,
rooting for
I'm a
Team
Team
Fools.
Fools nurse.
Team Fools.
Team
Yeah.
Rod has
So
to get their own
Team
nurse.
Raj,
No, I'm just
you're shit
kidding.
out of luck, Team Raj. You're not getting any nurse service from TK.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I told Vic, I said, don't be hitting on my wife because I'm fairly certain she's probably going to be sitting in that tent with the fan with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta watch. You gotta watch Vic now. You gotta watch Vic. He's smooth now. He's smooth.
He's a savage. You don't care.
That's right. He
He's like,
doesn't.
you're
don't
married,
care.
so what?
He's
He's
like,
so
you're married. You're
savage.
married. 2 kids. Yeah.
Like,
Bump him. Leave
yeah,
him. Leave him.
Vic's like, you got a boyfriend? You got a husband? Yeah, well, I got a math test. We can both cheat on it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So.
Yeah, I got to get a hold of Joey and get me a shirt made up. I got to
Oh,
get
yeah.
uniforms.
Oh, I can find out from Joey. Yeah, I need
Yeah,
a shirt too.
yeah. I was just about to tell you that, TK. I would get with him. You have his number because he's part of that group text
Yeah.
message thing. So yeah, so you have just text him and find out about a shirt. So, but all right. Well, Slim, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, no problem. I
I-
figured nobody else was, so I will.
Oh yeah, I always appreciate you coming on. So,
I love sleep.
yeah, be safe on the road, and we will talk to you soon.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Later.
All right, TK, we'll tell everybody what you got going on this week.
Well, I'm going to have Off the Rails this Wednesday with Rec Talk. I'm not sure yet what the subject matter will be. I'm wondering, though, I mean, well, I guess people could be able to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not going to be that many people at the thing, is what I'm saying. Like, I think we'll still have an audience.
Look, and even still, I mean, we take breaks, so we can always take a break and go up to our room and watch. So yeah, I mean, at least I know. I mean, I will.
Y'all should have a watch party.
Yeah, y'all come down to our room. We'll have a watch party. Yeah, pop some popcorn, So,
I was actually thinking since there's gonna be, like, no shows Monday through Thursday that maybe each day I might do a little something like, remember how I told you I like those old time radio shows
mhm.
and stuff, and I thought about doing a show like that? Like, maybe I'll do some shows where I'll just kinda play some, see how people like them because I
Yeah.
can't talk every day for hours, I don't think, with my voice, you know? Just to have something going,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know?
Absolutely.
I might. I
I
mean,
did
there's not a
drop
promise, but
Yeah, I did drop
oh,
TK's link into the chat too as well, because this is not my channel. But and I usually have your link in description of my video
oh,
on
and
my channel.
yours,
So
yeah.
yeah, so I did drop the link to her channel in the chat. So if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you're subscribing. Again,
Please.
she does a show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Right?
8 PM,
Yeah,
yes,
off the
Eastern.
rails, her and Rec Talk. So yeah, make sure you guys are tuning into that. So what else? So
And
you
TK Live at on Saturday,
oh yeah, Saturday, and when do you usually start that?
8,
Eight
I
o'clock.
think.
Okay.
Yeah, 8. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
so once you're subscribing to her, guys, make sure that you're hitting the notification bell to be alerted anytime she does go live or she posts a video or anything like that.
yeah, because 'cause
So
I'm gonna possibly do some random pop-up streams at any time, maybe even today, maybe tomorrow, maybe yesterday, and maybe next week, but you
I
never
know,
know.
right? I know. It's gonna be a sad and lonely week when there's no shows going on.
I know, that's why I'm gonna have
What
to
are the people
that's why I
gonna
have to
do?
I'm gonna have to add some people gonna have to come hang out here with me.
Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Brad Pitt. He says, "Great shoe, ladies. I appreciate it."
Thanks,
So,
Fred.
all right. So, yeah, again, make sure that you're subscribing to TK, hitting that notification bell, so that way you're alerted anytime she does go live. Like she said, since there's not too much going on this week with everybody being out of town, well, the two main people that I know y'all watch are being out of town and, you know, gambling money away. There's not going to be too many live shows going on this week. So, yeah, so maybe if you can, maybe you'll be able to catch a TK random spontaneous live stream. That would be great.
If you have your
If you
notifications
haven't, that's right. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell. So, all right, my beautiful friend, I love you, and I will talk to you soon.
I love you too, girl. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of the Morning Shoe. Again, if you're joining late or you didn't hear or you haven't been watching Uncle Lou like you're supposed to, the live streams this week are going to be probably few and far between. As you guys know, that we are headed to Mrs. Pete, and Lou are actually headed up to Cherokee as we speak. So I'm assuming that there's probably not going to be a midday show today. Definitely no lunch money show tonight. No morning shoot tomorrow morning. No call-in show Tuesday night on Uncle Lou's main channel. We're supposed to be. I think for the most part, I think everybody's supposed to be coming back on Thursday. So just kind of, I guess, keep an eye out for community posts or things like that. I know that Lou did say that he had a couple of videos lined up to post, so just make sure you're keeping an eye on that. I will be back next Sunday. Yes, next Sunday for the Bad Bitch Fuel. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're doing so. Hit that notification bell. I think I have a good one planned for you. Of course, if anything, we're going to be talking about our week in Cherokee. But I think I'll have a good show for y'all on Sunday, to make up for not having one yesterday. But of course, as you guys know, it was Mother's Day. So, thank you so much to Slim Shady Canes for the PayPal. I appreciate that for helping support me, and the show. So, again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you're hitting the likes before you, or the thumbs up before you leave. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Have a good morning.